Welcome back to Daily News Live. Special guest, a man with 8 sacks in 12 games this year. Imagine what this guy's going to do in 16 full games for the New York Jets. Big rush in. Calvin Pace joining us on Daily News Live. Calvin, good to see you, man.
Good to be here.
Have you had a chance to decompress after the AFC Championship game now and really put this entire season into perspective?
I have. It was a positive year for us. Obviously we went through some ups and some downs, but we regrouped and made the most out of it. And I think it's going to be nothing but the sky's the limit for us in the future.
Yeah, no doubt.
Calvin, go back to the Colt game Sunday. Early in the game, hit Manning, I guess it was David Harris, belted him right away on the first series. You got him again, sacked him again on the second series. After that, didn't get near him. I mean, what adjustments did he make? Why was there, really no pressure after that the rest of the way?
Well, the thing that makes Peyton so good is that he finds an open guy. So when you take away Reggie Wayne, you take away Dallas Clark, then Austin Collie and Pierre Garçon go to work, and that's why he's so good. And you kind of have to disguise well and try to find a way to get to him because he gets the ball out quick. He's not going to sit there and take a sack, take a negative play. So, we did a good job the first 2 series, and we did get a little pressure. Could have been more, but we lost the game to a great quarterback. I mean, he really did his thing, and I hope they go out there and win it.
Your head coach was a larger-than-life figure in more ways than one. I mean, if the fans really connected to him, but on the practice field, behind closed doors, what's it like to play for Rex Ryan?
What you see is what you get with Rex. How you guys see him in the media, that's how he is. He keeps things lighthearted. Even when we had 2-3 game losing streaks, he kept things upbeat. And guys have fun playing for him. He wears his emotions on his sleeves, obviously. But he's going to tell it like it is, and he's going to say some brash things. But that only fuels us to go out there and stick behind him and get things done.
Isn't it kind of amazing? This guy's so self-deprecating in Rex Ryan, but he's still so tough. That's got to be a difficult balance. And you got to respect a guy like that, don't you?
Yeah, you do. It's so funny that he kind of has a player's mentality just in the sense that he talks a little trash, and that's kind of
oh, yeah, he does.
Coming from a coach is kind of unheard of. But that's the type of team that we are. That's the type of team he's built. Tough, hard-nosed team.
Calvin, you get to the AFC Championship game this year. Obviously, a terrific run to get there. But, is that good enough for you? I mean, do you come back now and say, hey, you know what? All right, we got here. Now we got to get over that hump. I mean, does that just make you guys hungrier to get to next year and, get to the Super Bowl?
Most definitely. The tough thing was when you sat and you walked off the field, you seen the confetti coming down and thinking, like, it was a long journey to get here, and it's going to be even harder to get there next year. But, that's the beauty of playing football, and that's the challenge that a lot of teams have, and doing well is to get back. But, like I said, it's nothing but positive going forward, and just, young guys like myself who've never even been that far. It's good to see what it takes to get there, and obviously we know what it takes to get back.
Well, that's what it takes to get there, but to get over that hump, you got to beat the Chargers, the Colts, the Patriots, all of these teams, passing teams. Do you feel like this team maybe needs a little bit more depth in the secondary? What do you think the one element is for this team to get over that hump?
You can always use extra DBs, and I think the guys that we have did a great job. Guys who last year really couldn't even see the field. James Ahedebo, Drew Coleman, those guys didn't really play much defensively and played big minutes for us this year and did well. I think it's just the experience, another year under Rex, knowing how the defense works to the point where, coaches don't necessarily have to coach us as hard. We kind of understand how things need to be done. And finish games. We lost a few games that we should have won, especially defensively. We just hold them for 58 minutes and let them score in the last 2 minutes, and that's not good enough for our defense.
You played both teams, the Saints and the Colts. We have to get a Super Bowl prediction from you. Who do you like in the big game?
Going with the Colts. I don't think New Orleans has enough DBs to cover all of Peyton's weapons, and I think eventually it's going to be a high-scoring game, but I think eventually Peyton's going to come down to the last drive and going to get it done.
Yeah, and I don't think that Joe Adai is going to be coughing it up 3 or 4 times like Adrian Peterson did in that game to help the Saints get there. And by the way, I don't know if anybody knows this here, but Calvin Pace is a huge fan of cooking. You're like a big foodie, and you sent out these playoff, pointers for party pointers. I got a list of them here. Always grill with charcoal. That's a key one right there. But the one that really set me up here was create your own sauce.
Yeah.
Are you really going to create your own sauce for your own party, Calvin?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. When you create, you don't have to start from scratch. You know, you just take a recipe and you tweak it a little bit, and then it's your sauce.
So wait, you can take like an existing sauce right now, barbecue sauce out there,
Yeah.
throw some pineapples in it, now it's yours.
It's yours.
Okay, all right. Big. And by the way, your best part of your pointer here, mix it up with various foods. Like what? What's the various foods apart from the brats and the hamburgers? What else you want to throw in there?
I mean, if you're adventurous enough to go out and try maybe a gumbo.
Okay.
You know, you can do like some slow cook some short ribs. I mean, it's a whole bunch of different things. You can make your own pizza.
All right.
Obviously, hot wings are always going to be a favorite.
I've heard you have a delicate palate here, so maybe this is the best place for you. Enjoy some of the food in the city here tonight, Calvin Pace.
We'll
You're a
do.
big guy with spaghetti and ketchup, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Italian.
Calvin, thanks for coming on the show, man.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
me.
it. Good seeing you once again, man. All right, stick around, guys. Stop the presses. The Nets losing streak ends at 11. They finally get a win, but could winning actually be a bad thing for the Nets right now? We'll explain in Editor's Picks. That's next.